Hey everybody, it's 6:30 in the morning on July 17th, Tuesday. So we're in week 3. I haven't slept. I've just been anxiety. My mom and I are leaving today to go up to my grandma's house. So I've been like packing and getting up and down and doing stuff. Like I can't do it all at once. I have to do things sporadically. So yeah, I guess I'll update you with how my week 2 ended officially. But first I wanted to say, because I don't think I said it on Sunday the 8th, because I write at night, I forget to like really update what I did. At the end of week 1, Sunday the 8th, I was still working on my Soulmark novella, and that was when I wrote 1,066 words, and I did finish chapter 3. So that was when I hit 8,000 words for the camp total. I finished chapter 3 of the novella. So that's as far as I got on that. And for all of week 2, I've been working on my psychic SWIP. And so far, going into week 3, I'm still working on my psychic SWIP, I guess, because I'm at a really good area right now that I've been trying to fix for a long time, and I guess taking some time off and working on another project, finally my brain figured out the fix for it, even though it was not a difficult fix. And it's kind of making things complicated, but not at the same time. You know, it's just my brain. It's my brain. I don't know. Okay, so where do we leave off? All right, Saturday the 14th. I wrote 1,328 words, and that brought my camp total to 12,528 words. So I think that day, that was like my halfway mark for right? Like I think that was my halfway mark. I don't know. That's when I started to get a little bit worried about my word count again, though, because I hit 189,000, and I was like, no, don't do this to me, because I hit this number before, and then I managed to like take some stuff out, some stuff that I knew was eventually going back in, but this just means like I'm still just adding new stuff. Anyway, Sunday the 15th, I started packing, so my word count started like dropping, but that's okay, that's to be expected. And I was also working on my outline. This is where I was trying to figure out where I needed to go with my outline, because I was like, it's too long. The outline for all of my fixes, for everything I need to happen, is still too long. And I knew that I had made a change in my timeline. I had like shortened the actual timeline for the book, but when I had gone over my outline and looked at stuff, I was like, if I just shift over some events, it still works for the timeline. Yeah, my poor dog. She's dreaming. Poor dog. So that derailed me. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with my stuff, you know, like just the timeline works, but then it didn't work. So I was sitting here thinking that I had kind of sort of fixed my outline, but no, just no, it's not fixed. But it's not horrible, it's just, I don't know, I just have a lot of stuff. And you know, when the back half of my book is like, oh, you have 100 pages, a little over 100 pages left, I'm like, I still have a lot of stuff that I plan to have happen, and I'm like, I have a feeling like half that's gonna have to get moved over into book 2. And I'm just, that original timeline, it's gonna have to get moved over into book 2, because this book, as it stands, is too long. And right now I cannot see how to fix it on my own. So that's really like, so right now, on Sunday I made kind of like a little list as I was going through that. I was like, this still needs to happen, this like a few things that still need to happen to lead up to the end of book 1. And I was like, okay, that's fine, that's not a lot of time in the book, and if it's doable, that would be great. So where I'm at right now with the things that I'm writing, it's a big push towards the end of the book, and I'm sitting there going, are my characters just trying to bypass a lot of that stuff? Maybe they're trying to fix it for me without my knowing. I don't know. I was talking with Sid the Dreamer. We were talking back and forth in the comments on one of her videos, and I was kind of bemoaning like my whole process, and just the fact that I was like, I have so much going on and I'm just trying to juggle like plots and subplots, and like I'm getting worried that like if I move too much stuff out, that like, you know, because it's the first book in a series, I do kind of have to think ahead to the series about what gets set up in the first book, because I don't want to reach book 4 and be like, shit, I should have set this up in book 1. No. So I'm trying to avoid those situations and make sure that I have everything that needs to be set up in book 1 set up. But like, if it can be set up later, then I'm like, okay, like if you are knowledge that can be put upon later, then okay, like move it on out. But, and she reminded me, she was just like, make sure you try to like, you know, don't leave too many like unanswered plot lines and questions at the end, or because it will leave the reader unsatisfied. And I was like, and I had to kind of like think about how I do leave the first book, and I was like, hopefully my plan is that like for anything that maybe gets answered, another question gets raised. But right now I feel like I just have a lot of questions, and if I'm going where I think I'm going, where I'm gonna have to just like pair off some of these thought lines for book 2, like I'm literally just gonna have to like pare them down and then pick them back up in book 2, because they are important. It's just I don't know. So I was sitting there and I was like, you know, I guess it's the first book in the series and it needs a lot of setup because this is a long series, but that's something I'm gonna have to really look at in the next draft, is making sure I'm juggling the subplots and any of like the little mysteries and things that I am foreshadowing and hinting at. And I mean, I know that would probably be a big step with beta readers, to see what do you still have questions at the end of the book. But I don't know, it made me start looking at it and going, oh god, like these scenes that I'm writing right now are very new, but they're good, they're very interesting, and I know where they're going and I know what they're trying to accomplish. And they're also kind of pushing the third character that kind of waffles sometimes behind in the plot, and they're pushing him forward into doing more. So like I kind of appreciate it. So I can't regret what's happening right now, and I want to just keep writing and figure out where it's going. My outline is just such a jumbled mess that, like, for the life of me, I cannot quite figure out where it wants to go, because like there are these, like, at least a couple things that I still need to hit for book one, or at least I thought they needed to be hit in book one before the end, but I don't know. So I don't know. Today, Monday, I wrote 1,189 words, and I finished up, did I say? Oh, so Sunday I did write just a little bit. I wrote 789 words for one scene. Didn't finish it, just started it. So my camp total went up to 13,317 words. And then Monday I finished up that scene I was writing with 1,189 words. So my camp total is now currently at 14,506 words. My book total went up to 191,000 words. So this week, I don't know. I know I was like, I really want to work on my novella, but because I'm on a roll with this, I want to keep working on this. Like, the novella can wait if my book is actually, like, kind of cooperating with me on this, like, for once in my life. Okay, so my plan for the rest of the week, I guess, right now is to keep working on this. And I printed out some blank calendars to maybe start looking at my timeline again. Poor dog, you know, she's like, stop talking, go to sleep. I can't, I have too much anxiety. So I don't know, I had kind of already had the calendar, like, in my head, but I printed out some blank ones to actually, like, piece it together and figure it out. And because this takes place over the summer, or the original timeline took place over the summer, and I shortened it so the first book took place over the course of a month. And right now, where I'm at in the book, it's been a week. I'm at 191,000 words, and it's been a week. I'm dying. I just... So every time I keep thinking about that, I'm like, okay, one more week until this thing happens, which I'm like, okay, good. Like, some of that stuff gets to be glossed over, but I also need some of, like, I need it to happen to move some plot and world stuff forward for the series as a whole. So it needs to happen, and it needs to happen for book 2 and for the end of the book. So it needs to happen. and then the event that happens after it, like another week after, and I'm just like, I'm trying to see if I can like wiggle it around and see if I can like smush it all together, like these events, instead of having them spread out so much, and just smush them together and be like, yeah, sure, have this event, and then why wait this event, and then why wait, just like go straight into the finale if I can, I guess. That's what I'm gonna try to see if I can do, because right now these things that I'm working on, I said it felt like they're like kind of pushing me to the finale, and I was like, well, that would be good because you're here long enough that it feels like the finale should be happening, and yet my outline is so freaking long that I don't know what to do with it. So that's where I'm at right now. It's technically Tuesday the 17th, but I haven't done anything today, so this is the update from the 14th to the 16th. The end of week 2, starting off week 3. I'm gonna be stressing about this for a while, and I don't know, we have a drive for a number of hours, and I won't really be able to read while I'm doing this because I'll get car sick, but I'm gonna be thinking about this on the drive, and I'm gonna have to see like if this is going to work, because if it will work, that will be just dramatically less work for me, like just in general, just compounding stuff. And then just because the timeline's shortened doesn't mean like all the stuff that I have planned doesn't happen, it just happens in the next book, you know. And that's fine, because I don't know, I have already done a lot of rearranging for the books as a whole, and book 2 was actually pretty solid in terms of a lot of the plot stuff happening. So it'll be interesting to take a look at that again if I figure out that there's a lot of stuff from book 1 that needs to go into book 2, then I'm gonna be like, how necessary is this stuff? It's pretty necessary. That's why I'm like, there's a whole scene that like I didn't even write it down as one of the things that has to happen, because I was like, could it happen in book 2? Yeah, it could happen in book 2. But the way I set up the finale of book 1, I kind of wanted the scene there, you know? You guys don't know because you have no idea what I'm talking about. But my brain knows. My brain knows. Anyway, this is just me tiredly rambling. Alright, so anyway, I just wanted to update you guys so far. I don't know when I will next be able to update you guys here. It probably won't be until next week, like probably the 25th. Okay, so that's when I'll next have steady internet access, unless for some reason I feel like trying to test out my grandma's internet and just spending a day letting a video upload. I might do that if I feel bored enough. Okay, so otherwise I have one camp tag for you guys. I did film another tag video, but I have that for later in the month when I will also be gone. And I have the rest of my June reading vlogs uploaded, so those should also be coming while I'm gone. And that's all I have for you right now. So if you guys wanted to keep up with me during camp while I'm doing like daily stuff, that's like Twitter and Instagram area, okay? But I will still be on YouTube to hopefully watch videos and keep up with you guys. Just not necessarily to post my own updates. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I hope my week 3 goes well. I hope your guys' week 3 goes well. Like, just, yes, everybody, hope everybody's week 3 goes well. So just, yeah, let me know how your guys' camp has gone so far, what your plans are for week 3, and if you want to come back to this video in a little while and let me know how your week 3 has gone. If I'm still not back yet, please do so. I would love to know if I'm still not back yet. Okay, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.